Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All of the mayors here today are actively working to harm the American people you represent. You all have blood on your hands. I'm going to ask a series of yes or no questions today, and I would like to remind all of you, you are under oath. I only want a yes or a no to my questions. My first question, do you acknowledge breaking into our country as a crime? Mayor Adams, yes or no? Do you acknowledge breaking into our country as a crime?
I acknowledge.
Yes or no?
I acknowledge.
Okay, Honorable Johnson, he's not going to answer the question. Yes or no? Is breaking into our country against the law? Yes or no?
Depends how you cross the border.
Okay,
Some folks
Mayor
have
Johnson,
status.
yes or no?
Comprehensive immigration
that's not an
reform
answer.
policies
Mayor
are what's
Wu?
necessary in this
Mayor Wu,
moment.
do you have a better answer than these gentlemen before you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Nancy Mace coming in hot. You have blood on your hands. Love that energy. And of course, Democrats squirm when you remind them they're under oath. Because, telling the truth isn't exactly their strong suit. And look at them already dodging the simplest yes or no question. Breaking into the country is a crime? DU. But instead of answering, they stall, stutter, and suddenly forget how laws work. Classic. Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the other day's House hearing. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video from us. But let's go.
Okay, do you believe it's acceptable for illegals who commit heinous crimes be released back into the public instead of being detained and deported? Mayor Adams, yes or no?
Anyone break a crime?
Yes or no? This is not hard. Yes or no?
Anyone that break a crime should be detained.
Okay, Mayor, yes or no?
They should be deported.
Okay, Mayor.
Any individual that
Yes or
causes
no?
harm
Yes or
and
no?
breaks
Okay,
the
Mayor
law
Wu?
should be held accountable.
This is why you have 6% approval rating, because you suck at answering questions.
Oh, look, the classic Democrat tap dance. It's a simple yes or no question, but suddenly they're all philosophers contemplating the mysteries of the universe. Mayor Adams can't even bring himself to just say yes. Instead, we get this word salad nonsense. Breaking the law is breaking the law. But these guys, they can't admit that because it messes up their whole open borders fantasy. And this is why they have a 6% approval rating. You suck at answering questions. Couldn't have said it better myself. These mayors get up there and act like they're too smart for simple answers. But the reality is, they just don't want to admit they're wrong.
Mayor Wu? Yes or no?
Anyone who's a public safety threat should be prosecuted.
All right, I have my next question. When an illegal alien woman, do you believe you're on the right side of history? Mayor Adams, yes or no?
Tell me, say that question again.
Okay, Mayor Johnston. When a legal alien is a woman, do you believe you're on the right side of history? Yes or no?
I will charge and prosecute them.
Yes or no? Okay, well, okay. You said you would go to jail, didn't you?
I will
For
charge
harboring
and
illegal
prosecute anyone
aliens
who
or
commits a
something,
crime.
Mayor Johnson?
Could you repeat your question, please?
When an illegal alien is a woman, do you believe you're on the right side of history?
Could you clarify that question?
Okay, Mayor Wu, yes or no?
No, rape is obviously
Then
horrible.
why are you letting us back out onto the streets of Boston?
That is not true. That is
Okay.
not what's happening in
When an
Boston.
And now we get to the heinous crimes portion. This is where they should be making it crystal clear that criminals that do these terrible things will be locked up. But instead, we get weak excuses and dodging. Nancy Mace straight up asks about really bad people being let back on the streets, and what do we get? Suddenly, these mayors forget how to speak. Could you clarify the question? What's to clarify? If an illegal alien hurts someone as bad as this is, do you think you're on the right side of history? Yes or no? It's pathetic. The fact that they have to dance around something this obvious tells you everything you need to know. Deflections, non-answers, and a desperate attempt to avoid responsibility. They talk tough in these hearings saying, oh, we prosecute, we arrest, but when these crimes actually happen in their cities, nothing.
Legal alien, a kid, an underage kid, do you pat yourself on the back for being compassionate? Mayor Adams?
It's despicable and he should be arrested.
Mayor Johnson?
I prosecute folks that commit crimes like that.
You guys let him out on the streets. Mayor Johnson?
We arrest violent criminals in the city of Chicago.
Mayor Wu?
We investigate, arrest, and prosecute.
You guys don't sound very confident today. Would your city honor an ICE detainer on an illegal alien who rapes kids if one was issued today? Mayor Adams? Yes or no?
In conformance with law, we will honor detainers.
Mayor Johnson?
If there's a criminal warrant, we'll help them pick them up. If there's no criminal warrant, we'll honor a notification request.
Mayor Johnson.
Criminal warrants, we always cooperate with federal agents with a criminal warrant.
Mayor Wu.
Get a criminal warrant, we will enforce.
A criminal warrant. I'm talking about an ICE detainer on an individual who's here illegal who rapes kids.
This is beyond sickening. Nancy Mace just forced them to confront the brutal reality. Illegal aliens are committing horrific crimes against children, and these mayors still can't give a straight answer? Could you clarify the question? What is there to clarify? If a child predator is here illegally, should they be locked up and deported? Yes or no? But no, instead of answering, they mumble, stall, and dodge the question. And the worst part, they pretend like they're tough on crime, but we've seen the headlines. We've seen the tragedies. They claim they prosecute and arrest. But when do these criminals actually get caught in their cities? They let them right back out onto the streets. Absolutely disgusting.
Do you all hate Donald Trump more than you love your country, Mayor Adams?
I respect my president. I respect my
Yes or
country,
no?
and I
You're having the
respect
hardest time
my
today.
Senate.
Mayor Johnston?
I love my country.
Yes or no?
I love my
Okay.
country.
Mayor Johnson?
As the son of a pastor, I love everyone and this country.
Mayor Wu?
I love my country and my city.
Do you all, are you all willing to go to jail for violating federal law? Mayor Adams?
I'm not going to violate federal law, so I don't have to worry about that.
Mayor Johnston?
We don't violate federal law either.
You don't violate federal law.
We do not violate federal law.
Is it violating federal law if you don't honor detainer requests from ICE?
Absolutely not. In fact, the statute Congressman Biggs shared, we explicitly follow. The statute says you cannot prohibit city employees from sharing information about someone's status with the government. We do not prohibit that.
Do you love illegal aliens more than you love your fellow countrymen?
I love all the residents of the city and county.
Mayor Johnston, are you willing to go to jail for violating federal law?
The city of Chicago complies with all laws.
Oh, I highly doubt that. Mayor Wu?
We are not violating federal law.
Oh, this is gold. Would your city honor ICE detainers? You can practically see them squirming. They can't just say yes, because their entire political ideology is built around pretending ICE is the bad guy. Instead, they dance around the question with vague nonsense about cooperation while doing everything possible to undermine enforcement. And then Nancy Mace drops the Trump bomb. Do you all hate Donald Trump? You already know the answer. They'd rather burn their own cities to the ground than admit Trump was right about illegal immigration. They can pretend all they want, but their actions prove it. Just say it. You hate Trump more than you love this country. That's what this is really about.
Mayor Wu, I have a last couple questions for you. Do you believe that ICE arresting a child, this quote, threatens everyone's safety, end quote? Yes or no?
No.
Does ICE arresting a murderous MS-13 gang member threaten everyone's safety? Yes or no?
No.
I would like to hold up this quote of you where you say, ICE's efforts actually threaten the safety of everyone, end quote, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. You're a hypocrite. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
You see, Mayor Wu just got caught. She's on record saying ICE threatens everyone's safety, and now, under pressure, she has to sit there and pretend she never said it? Busted. Absolutely busted. And let's just break this down. She really tried to argue that ICE arresting child herders and MS-13 gang members is a threat to public safety? Are you kidding me? What kind of twisted upside-down logic is that? ICE is literally removing the worst criminals from the streets, but according to Mayor Wu, that's the real danger? Not the violent predators, not the gang members? No, the real threat is the people arresting them. And then Nancy Mace just casually holds up the receipts. Oh, you didn't say that? Here's the direct quote. Boom, game over. The hypocrisy is off the charts. These mayors talk tough when it's convenient, but when it's time to actually take action, they fold like a cheap lawn chair. Embarrassing. And that, folks, is exactly why these people have zero credibility. They lie, they dodge, and when confronted with their own words, they panic. It's honestly pathetic. But hey, if you love watching these clowns get exposed, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because we are not letting up. Drop a comment, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.